So I think it's important for people to have a shoe rotation, especially if you are looking to run a marathon where you're running lots of kilometers a week and you're putting lots of, stress on your body. For a number of reasons, I like to think of shoes at the end of the day are just tools, really. You shouldn't use your carbon plated race day shoes for a recovery run. Shoes are tools, and I'm gonna show you how I use the shoes to help me run 80 plus Ks a week. So we'll start with sort of the everyday shoes, ones that I use for recovery runs, everyday runs, usually anything shorter than an hour. I will go with the New Balance 1080 V13. I have 3 pairs of these, which have all been gifted to me by New Balance. 1080 recovery runs, or everyday easy runs, anything less than an hour. Another everyday shoe that I use, so this is the Saucony Tempest. It is basically the Triumph stability shoes. So it uses Saucony's Power Run PB, which is their beaded PBA foam, but then it wraps that in a firmer EVA foam, which runs through here and through here, which also adds extra stability to the shoe. It's really good for the everyday runs, or if you need something to pick up the pace slightly, just because it's got that PBA foam, so it's like a little bit more responsive. Okay, moving into some more speed shoes. This thing here, the Saucony Endorphin Speed 4, is probably my favorite shoe at the moment. Full PBA midsole, nylon plate, so it's obviously stiff, but it's not too stiff. And I guess the nylon plate also adds that longitudinal stiffness as well. I found that I can take this out for a session like I did last Saturday, which was that 45-minute tempo, and get it to those, that 410, if not faster pace, without feeling like I'm putting out too much of an effort. They're made to be a little bit more resilient. They've got the extra rubber covering the bottom of the shoe, so you should be able to get some more miles out of them than what you would with a racing shoe. These are the Asics Superblast 2s. So the Superblast is sort of like your max cushion do-it-all shoe, is sort of how they like to market it. Where I found it fits best into my rotation is for a long run, or like a long session that has some pickups in it or something along the lines. But a long run's really good, especially these Sunday long runs I've been doing. I'm not sure if I'd call them long runs, but these Sunday 90-minute runs that I've been doing, where I'll do a hard session on a Saturday and then 90 minutes on the Sunday. I find that obviously having all of that extra foam underfoot just takes away any of the pain from the previous day's session. All right, into some of the race day stuff. I've only really got 2 shoes at the moment. So this is a pair of Saucony Endorphin Elites. Oscar gave me around this time last year, I think. And I think when he gave them to me, they had about 100 Ks on them. So I mainly just use these for any sessions that I have at the park. So like a Saturday session where I really want to get into like half marathon pace or run quick. This pair is another pair of Saucony Elites. This pair I ran the Christchurch Marathon in, and I just haven't touched them since. So I'm just gonna leave them for the next race, maybe even the sub 3 race, if that comes soon enough for me. I'm still tossing up whether I'll run in these for Dunedin or if I will run in Alpha Fly 3, probably one of the most sought after racing shoes at the moment. I do like them. I'm just not sure if I like them as much as the Elites. It's just figuring out whether the shoe is going to be more efficient for me to race in and is subsequently going to give me a faster time, or if I'm better to stick with the Saucony. So you'll see these tossed in throughout sessions during this prep as I see fit, just to sort of get a feel for them, and if I think that they're going to be better than the Saucony Endorphin Elites. Good morning. Welcome back to another week of training. This morning we got a 45-minute easy run. It's not raining. It is cold, but I'm jacket cold, so probably gonna get pretty hungry as well. We are shuffling this morning. It's 45 minutes, 5:46 average pace, 7.8k. I definitely should have had something else to eat this morning other than just a single crumpet. Felt pretty rubbish most of the way through, but something to work on, fueling, always. I probably should have taken a gel or something. Anyway, it's a good way to kick off the week. Look what's just come in. The Mag Max Nitro? The Puma Mag Max Nitro is what I think it's called, and I'll show you it because the stack on this thing is absolutely ridiculous. Here it is. It's 46 in the heel, 38 in the forefoot. It's actually surprisingly light considering how hefty of a shoe it actually is. It's got this quite nice wide base, so although it's quite high stacked, it should be relatively stable. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving these a crack tomorrow. I'll use them before my warm up of my session for tomorrow. Good morning. Today we've got our biggest session of the week, this 3x3k at about 4:10 pace. You got your toy. Can I see it? I've got some electrolytes and some G1M Sport from BPN in this bottle, so that will give me an extra 20 grams of carbs, 850 milligrams of sodium, and then I've just got a black coffee with a little bit of cream in it. So this coffee is from a New Zealand company called Coffee Supreme, and it's called AMPM, so it's a mix between their decaf and caffeinated coffee, so it's only got half the caffeine, which is quite good for me because I'm pretty caffeine sensitive, although I do like it, but it also means that I can have some that gives me a little bit of extra energy for my workout, and then I can also have another coffee later in the morning without I guess getting too jittery or anxious. We've got the two different pairs of shoes that I'm going to be wearing this morning. First is this Mag Max Nitro, which you saw coming yesterday. I'm going to do my warm up in these, so I'm going to run down to the park in these, do 20-25 minutes, and then once I'm there, I'm going to switch into the Endorphin Elite for the main session. Go gels, this fuel this morning. Unfortunately, it's my last ones. Luckily, I did just make another BPN order, so that should be here hopefully next week.
Hey, pardon my intrusion. Been hardened by illusion, they been lying to us. Please, pardon my confusion, I was blind to it. Seems my strings still needed fine-tuning. Soiled and now I'm blooming, let you see that I'm human. Riddled with flaws, but never bared false witness at all. They show the climb and never mention the fall. When deposits start to slow and you quick with withdrawals, sometimes the vision get too long to get solved. But my resolve, probably spin the block until I evolve. It's time entry, all the doors is revolving. All this noise is revealing. All my choices appealing. I like the ones with no ceilings. Didn't have no phone, knew my calling. Most won't know the feeling. Some don't know they hurting. How they gon' know they need healing? He only know what he heard. He only know what he seen. He tryna speak on them both. He end up somewhere between. Nobody else coming close. Nah.
Gotta be quicker, brother.
Nobody else finna ride. But what you fighting inside, do the best they can.
Alright, we're back from that workout. Shout up now. That was probably one of my best feeling workouts in a long time. So it was at 3x3K at 4:10 pace. I averaged 4:08 for all 3 sets, which I was super stoked with. Right now, we're actually about to head out to Littleton. Andy and Oscar are running, there's a race from Governor's Bay to Littleton, but it's also the Canterbury Champs. So we're going to head out to Littleton, check out the markets, and then go and watch them cross the finish line and hopefully do well. Good morning. It's unbelievably warm this morning. It's 10 degrees Celsius. 90-minute run this morning. I just had some breakfast. Crumpets, BPM, electrolytes, black coffee. And I'm gonna leave here in the next sort of 20-25 minutes, linking up with a few of the Run Club crew for Run Club this morning. We're gonna do 60 minutes and then we're gonna do the remainder 30 minutes with the rest of the Run Club crew.